Good morning and welcome to the Open Heavens Daily Devotional on this day, Monday, September 16, 2024. And the topic is, Don't Try to Outrun God. Memory verse is taken from the book of Proverbs 28 and verse 20. And it says, A faithful man shall abode with blessings, but he that maketh haste to be rich shall not be innocent. A Bible text is taken from the book of Rccg chapter 3, 1 to 11. To everything there is a season, a time to every purpose under the heaven, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break and a time to build up, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance, a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing, a time to get and a time to lose, a time to keep and a time to cast away, a time to rend and a time to sow, a time to keep silent and a time to speak, a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. What profit hath he that walketh in that wherein he laboureth? I have seen the travail which God has given to the sons of men to be exercised in it. He had made everything beautiful in his time. Also, he has set the word in their hearts, so that no man can find out the work that God maketh from the beginning to the end. The message: God maketh everything beautiful in his time, as seen in Rccg 3 and verse 11. The pursuit of the vanities of this world has robbed many people of far greater and better blessings from God. It is not bad to want to achieve something great or pursue a good cause, but if you try to outrun God, you may never achieve that goal, and worse still, you may pay for it with something very precious to you. God knows your desires. In fact, it is likely that He is the one who puts them there. He knows the best time and the best way for those desires to be accomplished. So don't try to act smarter than the one who made your brain. Years ago, I was due by a man who promised to make me a commandant of a particular paramilitary group. This man has been sending messages to me through my secretary for a while, and so one day I gave him audience. He explained to me how a Boy Scout-like group has evolved into this new agency, and that he was sourcing for whom will lead the group spiritually. Normally, I ask God before getting involved in anything at all, but this time my love for the military in my younger days beclouded my best instincts, and I agreed to be their head. He told me that they needed some funding, which I gave as a prospective head. However, I later found out that the man was a fake. My desire to be part of a paramilitary group made me run ahead of God. But God had already a purpose for Redemption City to have its own corps of chaplain as well as a local police post. He knew the desire of my heart, and He has planned for it to be fulfilled in His own time. I thought that I could bring my desire to fulfillment at my own time, but I was wrong. What I lost in that experience was money, but for someone else it might have been their life or a loved one. The Bible makes it clear that God delights in our well-being and prosperity, as seen in Psalm 35 verse 27 and 3 John 1 verse 2. Therefore, it is not wrong to desire wealth. It will definitely make you to prosper, but in His own time. Beloved, follow God's timing. Don't try to outrun Him. The key point: don't try to outrun God so that you will not lose far more than what you set out to gain. This Open Heaven is written by our Father in the Lord, the General Overseer of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, Pastor E.A. Adeboye. God bless you.